Hi, this is Dean, and I'm going to talk about the fingering in the Carl Bohm perpetual motion that's at the end of Book 4 in Suzuki Violin. Uh, and I'm going to talk about the concept of anchors, and they will weigh in heavily on how well you can play this. And so there are a number of little finger tricks that we have to do in this piece. One of them we've done before, but we want to review it, is the interval of the diminished fifth. Um, and that is a third finger low and a second finger. And this is found in measure number 9. And what I like to do is leave the second finger down, and it's printed in the music to leave the second finger down. And then that becomes the anchor for our third finger. And because these fingers have to be so close to each other, we need to have that second finger stay in place so that we can butt up against it with our third finger. So the last two beats of that, only as eighth notes now. G and then D, G and then C sharp. Let's do that a few times, maybe 5 times. There, we have that one. We also could be doing the very same thing in measure number 16. There we have a B flat and then a third finger D, and then we do that twice, and then we do a C natural. And then we can let go of the fourth finger at that point. But I leave my both fingers down in that case. I don't think I'm going to rehearse that one right now. We have another one that happens in measure 18. So again, we leave fingers down. Now let's go look at the spot that is in third position, and that is at measure 35. We have a number of options here. There's my note. There's an A. And then we have to go up to an E, which is the interval of a fifth. So we can't exactly reach that in the same position. We can go to a fourth. That's as far as we can reach while being in third position. So we have to go out of third position to fourth. But the notes are so close by that you could conceivably leave your thumb in place and develop a new muscle memory for just 2 notes. So you could consider the first finger to be an anchor. But now I have quite an unusual stretch between 1 and 3. I don't necessarily want to have this stretch be a muscle memory for me. I don't want that tension to be something that I remember. I want the tension to be gone when I'm playing at all times. So I'm going to play in measure 35 the A, and then I'm going to release that first finger, but I'm not going to shift my thumb. I'm just going to leave it in place. And then just find 2 notes. This is my preference. I like doing fourth finger and third finger. The bottom fingering is my favorite kind here. Here I go. So here I'm going to do A, E, and then D. Well, I'll try better this time. Let's try that together here. All right, that's what I recommend you do, but that's just me. You could also do the top one. Both skills are useful skills. So having said that, I recommend one over the other. You know, it's a lot of times it's just like I'm used to doing it one way, and so then I think that's the best way. But someone might be used to doing it the other way, and that's the best way. So practice both of those. But at any rate, we should probably work on intonation in here. Let's go and add a note using the bottom fingering. And let's go. So there's a half step, and it's nice when you're in a higher position to have your half steps be the same finger. Because otherwise the fingers have to push each other out of the way. So let's do A, E, D, and then C sharp. Here we go. And again. I probably did it too fast. If you really want to get those in tune, I would do like. So let's do it that slowly a couple times, and then let's add some more notes to it. We'll add the B and the A. Here we go. Whoopsie. And you can see that I left my thumb in place, so really I just reached up for a couple of notes and then I brought my hand back. And that's the kind of tension that I'm happy with. The tension is in these muscles here, not in these muscles here. So that's acceptable to me. All right, and then your next job then would be just to speed it up then. I don't know if you noticed, but they weren't all perfectly in tune. And this is why I like to do things many, many times. Eventually, I get more consistently in tune, but you know, my second finger wasn't perfect both, or all those times. Okay, so that's a good practice skill to have. Let's go and look at measure 43 now. Now we have a number of new skills, and again, I like to use the bottom fingering. I think because I like to, I don't know why. Anyway, let's do the notes that come before measure 43 now. This is beat 3 and 4 now. It's a B, A, G, and F sharp. All right, and so for me, it's easier to walk slowly up. There's the symmetry of those two sequences. Da 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 da, da 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 da. And if you have the same note pattern like that, it's nice to do it in the same fingering. It's easier on your brain. Your brain already knows the intervals, and it's easier to do. That's just the way I think. All right, so let us now then do this shifting to, we'll do that much. There's a shift of a half a step, and this time I am going to move my thumb up, even though it's a half a step. Whoops, I didn't do it. Yeah, there it is. You can see that I need to work on this a little bit myself. All right, let's do this. Here we are, 2 beats before measure 43, and only 8th notes. Here we go. And again. All right, last time, and we'll go on, and we'll add 1 note to it. All right, and at this point then we have 4th finger, 3, 2, 1 high, and then a shift. So let's do that now. 4th finger, and again. Let's put that together with what we had before. right, and now we'll do the next thing. Now we have the same pattern done except done in third position now. So let's do that A here. That A sharp is a first finger high. So you can see how we're doing the very same pattern with the very same fingering again. It's very handy if you ask me. All right, let's do it again. And I leave my third finger down. A good practice to leave that third finger down as an anchor to help out your fourth finger. Okay, so here we are in third position, measure 44. All right, and now continuing on, we have so we have that little shift in there. And then we do in this case I leave my second finger down as a anchor for my fourth finger. It makes it a little scrunchy. It's a half step between the 3 and the 2. But that is, again, another reason why I leave it down, because I need that base there of that second finger so that it doesn't get corrupted. All right. Let us do this whole little section. Oh, and then after that, we have, where am I now? That B is a first finger, and then another second finger. Again, when you're up that high, you can leave your thumb in place. See how easy that is? It takes a while for you to get used to the idea that you can leave your thumb in place. Because you know me, I hounded you not to do that in book 3 or the beginning of book 4. Always move your thumb if you're shifting, otherwise your hand is all messed up. And now I'm telling you, leave it in place, otherwise your hand is messed up. All right, I should get going here. Let's do this whole thing, and then I have to get back to teaching lessons. So let us start at the beat 3 of measure 42, and we'll do it kind of slowly. Here we go. I didn't mention that we have a fourth finger higher and a fourth finger lower right over here. So you can see there's like a whole step difference between the third finger and fourth finger as you go across. You have to go across and up a whole step. Let's do this one more time. Here we go. Beat 3 of measure 42. Here we go. There. Some new concepts in there. The concept of anchoring, fingers that anchor for each other, and that the notes are so close by that you need to push fingers out of the way sometimes. And the other concept is that you can leave your thumb in place and just move your fingers up to a new position. So your thumb is kind of establishing base camp. All right. Good luck with your perpetual motion. See you later.